Hello everyone, and welcome back to my fourth video game journal. This time, I will continue retelling the story of the game that I played previously, which is A Plague Tale: Innocence.
Mummy is dead, Hugo. You'll never see her again. Hugo, no!
Can't keep running forever.
You are a monster.
A monster. You have yet to see just how.
Be sure to stay in the light.
Okay, so we're back with Amicia, Hugo, and Lucas fleeing from Laurentius' house, which has been burned. On their way to touchdown the bridge, Amicia asks what is really in Hugo's blood. Lucas tells her that the alchemists call it by prima macula, and in November of 1348, which is when the game begins, Hugo experienced something called the Great Break. This caused the macula in Hugo's blood to start spreading rapidly. Arriving on land, they follow the direction of a water tunnel that Lucas says will take them to the castle de Ombrage before nightfall. At that time, Hugo is excited again to continue his journey. Passing through a bunch of corpses, English troops, rats, and also looters or thieves who usually also take the items they need from the corpse. They see two looted brothers who were caught by one of the English troops. Because it is too risky to help him, Amicia, Hugo, and Lucas decide to leave them. But they are seen by one of the looters who immediately take advantage of the situation by diverting the attention of the English troops to the three of them. While distracted, the two looter brothers immediately beat him unconscious and immediately fled. Hearing the British troops who were also on their way to the place, Amicia decided to follow the two looter brothers. However, in the middle of his escape, Hugo tripped and fell, making Amicia decide to help him and tell Lucas to run away immediately. But instantly, the British troops came and captured them both. Amicia then woken up by a British soldier in a cage to give him food. He also knew that Amicia was the child of a noble family because he saw the coat worn by Amicia. The British troops decided not to kill Amicia because they demanded ransom from someone whose identity she did not tell. When the British troops left Amicia, the two looters, who turned out to be twins named Melly and Arthur, let Amicia out of her cage and helped her save Hugo, who was also locked in a cage. Having successfully saved Hugo, they immediately headed to the door of the British camp secretly. But suddenly, the door opened from the outside, and it was Nicholas and his troops were seen, ready to take Amicia and Hugo. It turned out that Nicholas was the one who paid the ransom to the British troops to get Amicia and Hugo. Fortunately, at that time, Arthur immediately helped them by throwing an explosive bomb that would give them the time to escape from Nicholas and his troops. Through a hole, they finally managed to escape from the camp.
Let's go, let's go!
Freed from the pursuit of the Inquisition troops, Melly wanted to take Amicia and Hugo to her hiding place. But in the middle of the journey, Hugo felt pain again, and this time he felt that something was growing inside him. Even his legs were shaking. Because of that, Amicia decided to carry Hugo, who was afraid of what was inside him. Arriving at Melly's hiding place, Amicia and Melly had a chat before Amicia realized that Melly's goal in saving her was because she needed money. Melly thought that Amicia was still alive, with the wealth she got from the Groom family, and she learned that from Lucas. However, the conversation was stopped by Melly because she wanted to wait for Arthur first to discuss it. The three of them finally rest in the hideout. Sometime after that, Amicia was woken up by Melly because she heard the Inquisition troops looking for them. Through a secret passage, they managed to get out of their hideout, finish off the Inquisition troops on guard, and managed to help Lucas, who was being carried by one of the Inquisition troops. Continuing to follow the direction of the water tunnel, they entered through a secret door that connected them through a watery cave. There, Amicia and Hugo had a very close moment between siblings.
Of course. The underground lakes are magical. Huge, ancient monsters hide in their depths. And watch out, they're very hungry.
No, they're not. And if there were monsters, we'd see some big bubbles.
You got me.
From then on, Melly also didn't want money again from Amicia because they agreed that Melly could take any valuables left in the castle they were going to. Successfully escaping from the very large rat swarm, they finally arrived at the Aumbridge Castle, which turned out to be filled with a lot of rats. Using fire, they managed to trap the rats in their holes while playing the role of a knight. After they felt safe, they made the castle as a home.
This is our home now.
These three chapters have been an incredible showcase of what A Plague Tale: Innocence does best. The oppressive atmosphere is palpable, the environmental storytelling is masterfully done, and the emotional core of the narrative just keeps getting stronger. Playing through the battlefield in Chapter 5 was surely a harrowing experience, and it really drives home the brutality of this world. Then to be thrown into the chaotic escape in Chapter 6 immediately after, it's a roller coaster of emotions. The game constantly keeps you on your toes, balancing movements of high stakes tension with quiet character driven scenes. I'm eager to show how the dynamic between Amicia, Hugo, Lucas, and now with Melly and Arthur will evolve. Will they be able to trust each other in this unforgiving world? And will they ever find a safe haven? We'll be checking and diving back in soon to find out. Alright, so that is my fourth video of my video game journey. Thanks for joining me until this far, until this journey. If you've played A Plague Tale: Innocence before, I'd love to hear your thoughts on these chapters in the comments below. What were some of your favorite moments? Until next time, stay safe and be wary of the rats. Goodbye!